Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Gong Show. All right, we're here with the George Moss. We talked about him a little bit earlier. As you know, he's awesome. He is the George Moss, very different from just George Moss.
What a wonderful introduction. I guess, the George Moss.
Oh yeah, totally different. Big difference. The just does a lot for people. So
I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I hear, I guess.
Yeah, so tell us, what's going on? Where are you at? You look extremely comfortable. I mean, you got the hoodie up, so are you cold?
It's actually a little chilly out here. I didn't expect it to be. It's summertime still. It's August, and I'm wearing a hoodie, but I'm back in my back patio right now. Back home for the first time in quite a bit of time, actually. So
awesome.
Just getting a chance to relax just a little bit, actually taking a couple days to actually be back home and get some work done, and then coming up on Wednesday, I'm actually taking the first vacation I've taken in quite a long time, so pretty excited about that.
So you're on or you're at home, but then you're going on vacation.
Yes.
Where are you going on vacation to?
A really close mentor of mine.
Okay.
He and his family go up north to Glen Arbor, Michigan, every year for 3 weeks, and they invited me and my son up for a week to go spend with them. So
that's awesome.
Looking forward to just unplugging and going up there fishing and just not having to do anything. So I can't wait for that.
I don't know if I can see you fishing. Just have to be honest.
Man, fishing, that's what I wanted to do when I grew up. I was like, I wanted to have a fishing show. I thought that would be awesome. But
it's like Dirty Jobs, but
yeah,
fishing on the Discovery Channel.
Hey, rapping and fishing, same kind of thing, right?
That's right. Well, all right, what's going on in your life? You shared a few thoughts earlier, but talk to us today about, the important things in life, besides fishing, of course.
Well, this summer has just been awesome, and I think last week I came to you guys from Camp Isaiah up in the mountains of Colorado, and it was really cool. Every year for the past 7 years, I've been going up there, and I've been sort of like the spiritual talk guy, and been giving the Bible lessons in chapels each and every day. And this past week, we were just talking about just really about the basic gospel, about what our sin, and about what Jesus did for that, and about how we can be reunited with God. And wrapping up towards the end of the week, talking about towards believers and what believers are called to do. And in Matthew 28, where he gives us the Great Commission, saying, therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you. We sometimes think about that as we go out and just share our faith. But it was the first time that I realized, it wasn't the first time, but it was the first time I really been able to put into action the fact that God calls us as believers to go out and not only share our faith, but to go out and make new disciples and baptize them in the name of the Father and Son and Holy Spirit. So actually for the first time, I myself said, hey, if you decided to decide to live for Christ and the Holy Spirit has moved in your life where you want to follow him forever and you want to make this outward expression of what you've already done, I'll go out and baptize you. And the first person I ever got a chance to baptize last week was my son. And it was the most incredible experience ever. Couldn't ask for a better atmosphere. I mean, I'm up on top of a mountain in this mountain stream. The water is like 40 degrees, so it's like super cold. But
and he did it.
He did it. And I've been going up there for the past 7 years, and I've never once gotten to that water above my legs because I'm like, it's too cold to be in that water. But if there was any reason for me to get in there this year, I did that. So him and along with 13 other campers and him decided to make that expression of faith and saying, hey, I want to show the world that I'm a follower of Christ. And I got a chance to baptize somebody for the first time. And I've always felt so unqualified to do something like that because I guess I have this perception of you got to be a pastor. You got to be somebody, that God is, you got to be some super Christian to be able to do something like that. But in actuality, God has called us all. And it's not about our qualifications and how good we are. It's about what Jesus did and what he called us to do. So I just thought it was cool that, God could even use a person like me to do something like that.
And I love hearing that. And I'm not exactly sure how old your son is, but I imagine a toddler, just 'cause
No,
that's
he's
what I've
11 years
seen, right?
old.
11. Yeah, that's not a toddler at all.
No, not at all.
I was like, oh, that must have been so cold for him. But I mean,
Well, it
nowadays, nowadays baptism, I mean, for a lot of young people, even me growing up, baptism was, that's more of the old church folksy kind of thing, like singing hymns, you go get baptized. But it really does mean a lot more to that than that. And that's awesome that, I mean, especially if he understood it and knew and,
Yeah,
knew what kind
absolutely.
of
And it's like
symbol it
I
is.
think I always look at it as like a marriage ceremony. I mean, you don't have to go through a marriage ceremony to make a covenant with another person, and show them that you're going to live with them forever and you're going to be married to them forever or legally.
Yeah.
But you, especially being a woman, you know how important a wedding day actually is.
Yes.
And that's how important baptism is to God. It's like, with around witnesses, showing to the world that, hey, God, I'm going to live for you, and I'm showing it to the world.
That's awesome. All right. Well, George, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. One final question before we go. Do you personally do back to school shopping even though you don't go to school anymore?
I try to avoid shopping at all costs whatsoever. But I more so go shopping when I have to do something special, like a new album, which will be coming pretty soon.
So
And things like that. But
yeah.
I kind of stay out of the mall. That's it's a dangerous place for me.
But with new albums, we should watch for new outfits, huh?
I guess so. Yeah, I probably should wear my dingy old T-shirts for a new album cover.
Well, hey, thanks so much again for joining us today.
Hey, no problem. Take care.
Yep. All right, here's some George Moss, Hands Up.